Hello everybody. Welcome to our live, to this mid-year review. If you're watching live, please say hello. Hi guys. There's a delay, I don't see. Oh, okay, good. Hi Red, hi Reina. How are you guys? I hope you're well. I'm very hot today. It's super hot today here, so fun. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Hang on a second. Someone's calling me. I cannot pick it up now. Sorry. Okay. How are you guys? Let me just turn my phone off. Okay, so was excited to do this mid-year review with me. Oh, it's cold and rainy there. Ooh, I don't miss the cold, but it's hot. Yeah, I might go to the beach after this. I love having the beach so close to me. You have no idea. Okay, so hi everybody. If you're watching the replay, welcome as well. Everything we do on the lives work perfectly if you're watching the replay as well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alessandra Martelini. I'm an energy healer, an intuitive life coach, amongst other things. I never know how to introduce myself, right? But yes. So, today we're doing a realignment, right? It's July already. Can you believe this, guys? Jesus Christ. It's insane. And yeah, last week it just hit me. It's like, wow, it's already July. And I was like, okay, I haven't accomplished everything I need to accomplish this year. And you know, all these voices came to my mind as usual, saying that I don't do enough. And all those fun things that we say ourselves. So I was like, you know what? Stop. Let's just stop. And let's realign to the things that actually matter, right? So today we'll go into a little bit of practical stuff, right? So I actually suggest that you guys have a piece of paper or notebook with you, because I'm gonna ask some questions that could be helpful for you guys to write down, okay? And we're gonna do some meditation and energy clearing as usual. You know, you guys know that I have an idea usually of what to do, but I'm mostly just guided. So let's see what happens. And I think today, the more you guys interact, if you're live, the better it's gonna be. Okay, so, okay, let's start with a grounding meditation. So I'm going to invite you guys to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And for some reason, I'm being guided to tell you guys to smile. So let's just smile. How does it feel to smile? Does it feel natural? Like something that, you know, is congruent with what you're feeling? Does it feel fake? Just smile. And if it comes naturally as it came to me, but you're like, why am I smiling? I want you to really connect to the reasons that you're smiling, the unconscious reasons. What made you smile just now? for me, partially is because, well, let's just say that I'm kind of all over the place at the moment, and I can feel it in my energy right now. I don't know if you guys can feel it, probably. So just, closing my eyes and breathing and just calming down, as I'm always telling you guys to do. It just feels like, why are you not doing this all the time? So it's like a smile of how can I say, of mockery in a fun way to myself. It's like, oh, it's so simple. I complicate things. I overcomplicate things. But things can be simple. Hi, Roy. Welcome, my dear. So just smile. Take a deep breath in. Start moving your body. Just like opening up your shoulders. Creating space for the air to come in. If you're hunched, there's no space, right? So open up, open your heart, your lungs, your diaphragm. Beautiful. And just start touching you gently, giving yourself a self-massage. Remembering that you have a body, Yeah. Just to make sure that you're becoming present. That you're getting in touch with yourself. Gently. Letting go all the frustrations, Let's do it. Let's take a deep breath in together. And sigh, just letting go. Do it with me. Just let it all go. Just let it go. I feel like sometimes for myself, and maybe you guys can relate to this, I don't voice what's inside me enough. Everything gets just cramped up inside my mind. All the thoughts, all the feelings, everything just gets trapped within me. And I just don't let it out. So just let it out. If you want to scream, just scream. If you want to punch the pillow, punch the pillow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I want you to imagine the energy from the core of the earth coming up through all the layers of the earth. And instead of going through your feet, as we usually do, I want you to imagine this energy going all around you, like it's creating a bubble, a cocoon, a cocoon of protection, of groundedness, of nurturing. And I want you to imagine what is inside your cocoon. What feelings, what qualities, what thoughts, what is allowed inside of your cocoon. And as we go through today, through the clearings today, through the awarenesses, keep this cocoon in mind and just add to it. Okay? Makes sense. Maybe it's crazy, but well, let's just go with it. Okay. So, let me know something. What were the goals that you had in the beginning of the year that you did not accomplish? You know, the New Year resolutions, all those things that you didn't accomplish yet. Let me know. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and please let me know in the comments, and then we can work on those things, right? So this is the first question, the goals that you had and didn't achieve. The second question are the goals that you had and did achieve. What did you achieve? That was a New Year resolution. If you don't remember, it's fine. You can go back into, I don't know, your journal, your notes. If you're like me, you're always taking notes of everything. But I really invite you to connect right now. Okay, last week, was it last week that we did a connection to your divine timing, to the things that you're so sad it was gonna accomplish in this lifetime. So we're gonna kind of unite things today, right? So we're gonna go into like the human ghosts that are cluttering our minds, right? And then we're gonna find a way to kind of realign our goals, okay? Okay, we're gonna say paying off debts and financial growth, okay? So what goals did you have and you achieved? And along with that one, what goals did you achieve that you didn't even know that you had? I'll give you an example. I moved to a new country, to an island that I honestly didn't even know existed a few months ago. And I started off the year with a whole different idea. I was living in Florence. I wanted to find a place to live there. You know, a lot of things happened, but I was living off, Airbnbs. And I thought I wanted to stay in Florence. I thought I wanted to find a place there to stay long term. So I didn't know that I wanted to move. That came later. That realization came later. And now here I am in Madeira, So what goes with things happened in your life, both good and bad, okay, that you didn't even know that you wanted? Let's stick with the good first. What did you achieve in the last 6 months or further than this that you didn't even know you wanted? I invite you to really write down this on your journals, on your notebooks, and on the comments as well. That'll be good. Reina saying, healing myself, hence I learned a few healing modalities. I'm more grounded now. How beautiful. Interesting, thank you for sharing this. And that brings up something very, very important. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, always, the universe gives us what we need, not necessarily what we want. Because sometimes we need something specific in order to align ourselves to what we want. So in your case, Reina, you're saying like you wanted to pay off your debts, and you wanted to grow financially, right? And because you didn't accomplish, if you look at this like just from this perspective, you can be like, oh, I failed, right? I failed. But if you have this wisdom in your mind that, you know what, I haven't accomplished that yet, but what I have accomplished is actually giving me the lessons and making me into the person that I need to become in order to, create this match with the things that I want. So you actually accomplished a lot, right? So for you, you needed to heal some stuff, right? Well, we all do, but you needed to go through this journey of self-healing, right? In order to increase your self-worth, your self-awareness, right? Does it make sense? So, yeah. So like your goal of like financial freedom and independence is here. But how can you align if you're here? So to get here, the universe is like, okay, I'll give you the stepping stones into getting there. And maybe the stepping stones are gonna be a bit shitty, are gonna be a bit complicated, but it's gonna get you there. Does it make sense? Yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, what lessons have you learned from not achieving your goals and from the goals that you achieved that you didn't even know you had? What lessons? What lessons? Because this is the most important part. If you don't learn the lessons, you're gonna keep repeating the same situations, right? And one piece of the puzzle of the lesson that you've learned is definitely related to your own self-worth. So what have you learned about yourself? Or what have you been reminded of about yourself that, because of not achieving your goals, of not, achieving different things, of everything that you've been through, we're focusing on this year, but you can do this exercise from years, years and years. Yeah. Lena saying to live every moment and not wait to enjoy until goals are achieved. Beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that the whole point, right? I think I posted something in the group yesterday about this. Like sometimes we have these visions, and we think we're not gonna be happy and be able to enjoy life and feel accomplished until we get it, right? That's what the whole goal setting thing kind of does to us. But the beauty lies in the process. In the process of getting it, we actually learn so much about ourselves, right? We heal our wounds, we learn about ourselves, we uncover parts of ourselves that we didn't even know existed, and so much more. So like, there's always a gift in the delay. So if you haven't achieved the things that you wanted to achieve by now, what if this is actually a blessing in disguise, right? What if it's a blessing in disguise? I think like there's a distinction. Let me give you this definition. There's a distinction between, how can I put this? Between you being prepared by the universe, to realign with your goals, and you actually you blocking yourself. Does it make sense? Sometimes we use the whole timing thing to not do anything, right? But there's a balance in things. We need to take the inspired actions that are gonna bring us, towards our goal, right? But sometimes it's about not taking any action. It's about taking a break, to really settle back, to be okay. Why am I blocking this? Is it because I'm actually not aligned with my soul's purpose? Is it because I'm actually pursuing something that is not mine? Does it make sense? Right? So yeah. Okay. So I want you to like really list everything. You're not gonna have enough time to do it now, but I invite you to do this month by month. I want you to list everything that happened this year. You can do further back, of course, but everything that was significant that happened, okay, month by month. And then I want you to really look at what the lessons of each and every one of those things were. Because sometimes when we're going through things, we don't really understand why that's happening. But when we look back, it's like, aha, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense, right? So I want you to do that for sure. Yeah. Okay. And also, I want you to look at all your goals, all the things that you want to achieve. And I want you to connect with each and every one of them and be very, very honest with yourself regarding, is it actually what I want? Do I still want this? You can do it now. Write down 3 to 5 goals that you still have, you know. And I want you to really close your eyes and connect and ask yourself, do I really want this? Why do I want this? What is the unmet need that I'm trying to meet through achieving this goal? Does it make sense? What is the unmet need that I'm trying to meet by achieving this goal? Because sometimes we put these conditions into the things that we want because we think there is only one way to achieving that need. We're basically needy people. That's what we are. We're driven by our needs and by our desires. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just being aware of the needs that are actually, running us, right? So for example, let me think of an example. Let's use Reina. You want to pay off your debts and you want to grow financially. What do you want beneath all of this? What is the need? What do you think that you're going to meet? What need you're going to meet by creating financial growth? What is the need? Maybe, I'll toss some ideas for you guys. For example, maybe you need respect. Maybe you need acknowledgement. Maybe you need recognition. Maybe you need love. Maybe you need to feel admired. What else? Maybe you need connection. What is it? What is the need that you're trying to meet? And guess what? It comes from childhood. Isn't it always like this? So if there's some needs that you never got from your parents, from your society, from your friends, you're always gonna have this thing, this motivation to meet this need somehow. It can be unconscious, right? You can put yourself in unhealthy relationships to try to meet this need, right? So you want freedom. Rena's saying that she wants freedom and being able to spend more time with your family. So the need can be connection. You want to feel connected with your family, right? And then one exercise that you guys can do as well is, okay, if I know the need, how can I meet the need in different ways? Because you're putting a condition. If you want connection with your family, for example, this is the connection that you want. But you're saying, you know what, I'm only gonna have connection when I have financial freedom. You're putting a block. What if there are a million other ways that you can actually have connection with your family right now? Does it make sense? So it's just about letting go of these conditions to achieving the real desire, the real need, right? And I think it kind of stems from we don't feel worthy of what we need. Does it make sense? Because if I want connection and I feel like I'm worthy of connection, guess what? I'm gonna create ways to have connection. But if I don't feel I'm worthy, I'm gonna create external expectations that once I meet those expectations, then I'm gonna be worthy enough to have what I need. So what are these expectations for you? What conditions are you putting to your own self-worth? Because there's a difference between something that you really, really desire deeply within your soul and something that you desire because you feel you're not good enough. There's a very, very big difference. Does it make sense? Okay. Yeah. So let me know, guys, what is coming up for you now? And then I'm going to do a clearing of what comes up. Interesting. Okay, Rhonda saying, is that why we can't motivate ourselves? I see what I want but procrastinating starting it. That's a good question. Maybe it is. Maybe because deep down we think that even if we get the things that we think we want, we're still not going to feel worth it. Guys, we live in a world, in a universe that is based on vibration. That's the law of attraction 101, right? We need to vibrate at the frequency of the things that we want. So if you want something that, equates to being worthy, guess what? You need to feel worthy first, right? So of course you're not going to get it. Of course you're not going to get it. And I think like this motivation needs to come, I say this a lot, I think. It needs to come from self-love. I gave this example some time before. When you're hating your body, we've all been there, right? And then you go to the gym or you start running or doing whatever, and you go every day out of self-hate. Tell me, how did that work out for you? Let me know, seriously. Was it fun? Did you lose the weight? Did you keep the weight lost? That didn't make sense. You know what I mean. No, of course not. Because you were trying to love yourself by hating yourself. How is that possible? It's not possible, right? You see? So if you're going to the gym because you hate yourself, every step on the treadmill, every push-up is going to be like, oh, I hate my body so much. You're just building the energy more and more, right? But when you start loving yourself and you start, appreciating the body that you have now, then if you choose to go to the gym, it's going to be from a place of self-love. Can you feel it? Have you ever experienced this? About the gym, about any other area of your life? Once you shifted the focus of like, I want to stop hating myself, but I'm doing this because I hate myself. 2, you know what? I love myself so much that I'm gonna honor my body and treat it well. I'm gonna go to the gym because I love myself so much that this is something that makes me feel even better about myself, right? So how can you motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do if you're hating yourself all the time? if it's coming from a very low vibration, if it's coming from shame, from guilt, from hate, from resentment, from remorse, you're just building on that. You're just feeding this, right? Does this make sense? That's why it's so important to do this inner work of like, okay, what is underneath it all? Why do I still hate myself? Why am I still dying? I posted a question today in the group. Some of you already replied. I'll get back to you. But saying like, what is one thing, more things that people always tell you you're good at? They always compliment you on, but somehow you forget, you know, and then you doubt yourself all the time. And if you only believe that to be true all the time, you wouldn't doubt yourself, right? For me, is I'm wise. I've been listening to this. I've been hearing that I'm a wise person since I can remember, since I was 4 probably, or even younger. I don't know. You know, you're so wise for your age, right? And honestly, I think 90% of the times that I'm hard on myself is because I don't believe that. I believe I'm not good enough. I believe that I don't know enough. I believe that what I have to say is not enough. If I just internalized, you know, this belief that I am wise, I have this wisdom within me, and everything comes from this very strong foundation of I'm such a wise person, I have so much to share, guess what? Things will be so much easier. Right? Does it make sense? Yeah. I wouldn't be so anxious. Jesus, I wouldn't be so anxious. Yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety lately, so I'm sorry if you're picking up on that. It's not my intention. Mamma mia, we're complicated beings, aren't we? No, we're complex beings. It's different. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's do a clearing and see what happens, shall we? Whew. I'm triggered. Are you triggered? Okay. Take a deep breath in. Okay, bring awareness back to that bubble. If you missed the beginning, I want you to imagine the energy coming from the earth, and the energy is gonna create a bubble around you. It's a safety bubble, it's an empowerment bubble, however you want to call it. A confidence bubble, a nurturing bubble. And you're gonna put into this bubble only the things that you want, you know, to have there, the positive things. So keep that image, and I want you to imagine, okay, I have a lot of things happening in my brain right now. That's funny. Let me focus. Okay, I want you to just imagine a waterfall. A waterfall that instead of water has pure light, pure unconditional love. And it has everything that you want it to have. You're going to place yourself inside this bubble, underneath the waterfall. And everything that you want is going to be sent, you know, through this waterfall inside your bubble. Like it's going to fill your bubble with love, with appreciation, with respect, with joy, with those qualities that are yours, but you doubt sometimes. So just imagine this energy being sent to this bubble around you. And I'm gonna give you some downloads. So if you want those downloads, just say yes, and just keep imagining this waterfall, bringing these downloads from the universe. Let me see what you guys need. Okay, before the downloads, can I actually clear some stuff? Because it feels like your bubble is a bit cluttered by the things that you don't want. So let's clear the bubble. So can this energy of the creation clear the bubble? Everything that you need to let go of will be cleared, will be transformed for your highest and best. All the self-doubt, can we clear all these repetitive thoughts that are so embedded in your brain? Those thoughts that you're not good enough, this is never gonna work out anyway, I don't know why you bother wasting your time on this, no one's ever gonna want this. All those things, can we just clear this, please? Beautiful. Can we clear all the self-hate in any way that you learned to hate yourself? Can we clear this, please? Some of you learned this from your mom. However, that's true for you. Can we teach you that it's over? And I want you to really connect with that. Whoever taught you this, what was the need that you needed to have accomplished, to have met, that you never did? What did you need back then? Some of you just needed the person to be with you, her presence, with unconditional love, without the judgment. Some of you needed to be seen. So all those needs that were unmet, I want you to imagine meeting them now, how it feels. If you have those feelings inside this bubble right now, allow Mother Earth to give this to you. Remember, this bubble came from Mother Earth. All these feelings, all these needs can be met from nature, from around you, from yourself. How does it feel? Okay. Can you also clear the shame that you carry and the guilt? Any way that you believe that you shouldn't be seen, that you're too ugly, you're too fat, that you don't have, that you don't know how to speak in public, that you lack communication skills, or any other things that you say to yourself. Can you just clear that? It's not true. Okay. Can we also clear all these expectations that are not aligned, with your highest self? Okay. Okay. All the unaccomplished goals. It's like you keep a mental list, it's this clutter. Like, oh yeah, I wanted this, but I didn't do it. But it's always this loose end, you know? Can you just clear those things? If you didn't have it and you don't want it anymore, let it go. Just let it go, you know? So can we teach that it's okay to not want something anymore? All these promises that you made to yourself and to other people that are no longer what you want, just let it go. You don't have to accomplish something just because an older version of you said you wanted it. You are allowed to change your mind. Okay. Okay, can we teach you that you can be proud of yourself? That there's a lot of things that you can already be proud of yourself for. And I'll ask you, what are you proud of? Make a list in your mind, and you can write them down if you want. What are you proud of? Maybe it feels like it's not an accomplishment because it's not physical, it's not external, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes the biggest accomplishments are internal, are invisible to other people. Mm-hmm. I want you to really connect to this feeling of being proud, of yourself, of who you're becoming. Just allow that waterfall, to give this feeling, to flood this bubble around you. Until you're immersed in this feeling. Mm-hmm. And what are the intrinsic qualities that you have, that you've always had, that you somehow forgot? But they're yours. They're within you. You don't have to do anything to be those things. You just are. List those things and feel them again from the waterfall into your bubble. Feel your wisdom, your creativity, everything that is yours. And just repeat to yourself mentally or out loud if you want, I am that. I am wise. I am creative. I'm loving. I'm caring. I'm a great person. I'm a great friend. I'm a great listener. I am. I am. Just internalizing this, you know. I am free. I am good at creating connections. I am connected. Whatever it is true to you, I want you to really repeat it. It needs to become your new mantra. And also the things that you never knew that you had within you, that were actually, shown and revived because of everything you've been through. What are those qualities that you didn't even know you had? And say them to yourself again. I am an artist. I am intuitive. What is it for you? Allow those feelings to flood your bubble, I am confident. I'm fun. I am beautiful. I am wanted. I am desired. I am sexy. I am playful. Just keep repeating those things to yourself until you really feel them. Again, it's coming from this waterfall, that's connecting from the universe into your bubble. Mm-hmm. I also wanted to reconnect. I also asked about this, I think, yesterday in my group. Those things that you love to do, actually, that when you do them, you feel your soul spark, but you don't really do that much of it. I want you to feel the feeling of doing it. When I'm writing and when I share my writings, I feel so good. To really connect with that feeling. What does it bring to you when you do it? How does a creation of yours actually shows you how much you have, how much you are within you, you know? For example, like the writings that I share that are the most vulnerable usually have the better responses. You know, people connect to it. And it feels like, oh my God, I'm actually, you know, there's something valuable within me. I don't have to pretend that I know things. I reconnect with my wisdom through my vulnerability, you know, through sharing what's hard to share sometimes. So again, I want you to feel those feelings. Imagine how it would feel like to live every day in this feeling. Some of you mentioned that you like dancing. How do you feel when you're dancing? Do you feel connected to yourself? Do you feel sexy? Do you feel powerful? What is it? Just allow yourself to feel it all the time. And find ways to feel it through dancing, through the things you love. Just feel it. What is it for you? And again, excuse me. Again, state it to yourself. I am powerful. However you feel. I am brave. I am sexy. All those things that you feel when you're doing the things that really connect you with your soul, that really spark your soul, that really express your truth, you know, the truth of your soul, the wisdom that you carry within you. And again, just feel it in the bubble around you. Coming from the sky and coming from the earth. And you have two choices here. You can either keep the bubble as it is, or if you want, you can, well, three options actually. The second option is you can burst the bubble. And this can be you, can be this, all the content within your bubble can be like the bridge between you and the world. So burst it and, you know, feel the expansion around you. Or you can shrink the bubble within your body. However it feels comfortable to you. Whatever you feel like you need right now. If you're not ready to share that with the world, it's fine. You can just keep it to yourself. Just within your body. Or you can just keep the bubble as it is. You can keep feeding the bubble. Or you can do all three. You know, you can have this possibilities depending on what you're doing. If you're super sensitive like me, and if you're empathetic, going out into the world, sometimes it can be helpful to have this bubble around you, you know, to not absorb everything from other people. And when you're doing things that you love, you can, you know, bring it into yourself to become the expression of you, into what you're creating. And when you're connecting to other people, you can burst the bubble to create this very powerful and truthful connection, you know? Yeah. So, but for now, just do whatever you feel like it. And whenever you're ready, you can come back, open your eyes, and tell me how you're feeling. That was a very unexpected meditation. I don't know where it came from. So, yeah. As I wait for you guys to tell me how you are, well, from a practical point of view, you can always, from these feelings, you can always recreate your goals. What do you want to achieve in the next 6 months? But really with this feeling in mind of like this love for yourself instead of the hate for yourself. And always with this consciousness of why you want the things that you want. Right? Always with this consciousness of, am I wanting this as a condition to meet an unmet need or something as an expression of who I am actually? Right? Yeah, on the same mantra, so simple but so powerful, right? Sometimes I forget the power of a mantra, of repeating to yourself, the things that but forget. Yeah. We just need to be a little bit nicer to ourselves, Yeah, there's a lot of goals I haven't accomplished yet. Doesn't mean that I never will. Just what I said, finding the balance between, okay, it's not the time yet, and what I actually need to do in order to achieve it, in order to enjoy the process of becoming who I need to become. And then along the way, things change. You discover more about yourself than you knew. You discover that you actually didn't want that. Now you want that other thing. You reevaluate, you realign to yourself more and more. That's the whole thing. We're always kind of coming back to who we are. Right? We're always coming back. Yeah. Okay, beautiful people. I think that's it for today. I will see you next week. And if you want any help, I'm always available. You can book private sessions as well. And just text me. Oh, hey! They say amazing visualization came to me through this. Thank you. I'm feeling more true to myself, realigned, more like someone I really like. Ah, that's lovely. Isn't like yourself? Right? So powerful. Yeah. Beautiful. Have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you soon.